Okay, we're here because we're here. You see, we're deep. This is deep. Now, we have friends here, and you have friends too who are watching us. Mm-hmm. And this is Ed, who may or may not reveal his last name, depending on how the show is going, but you can if you want.
My last name is Aveyard, which is a rare name even in England.
What is this?
Aveyard.
How do you pronounce it?
Aveyard.
Aveyard. Now that's, you see, I'm Michael Koran, that's, this is Alex Silberman.
Yeah.
But this is Ed Aveyard?
Yes.
You see, he sounds like he's royalty already. Doesn't it?
Sure.
Sounds like he's Ed Aveyard the Seventh. It does.
Not many. My surname is a Wikipedia article.
Which
says a French person adopted it as an alias for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, we might find we could investigate if we were looking at genes. So these two men are friends, and you met where?
Well, that's a question. Probably York.
York or Leeds, somewhere like that. But we have a mutual friend nicknamed Happy, and that is who we met through. More importantly, it could have been in Peterborough as well, but somewhere in Yorkshire. I imagine we met.
Let's get his name out there. Happy's real name is Matthew Harper.
Yes.
That's a nice name.
Yes, and I met him in Ghana on a volunteer trip that was a UK-based company.
You have friends all over the world, is that true?
Yeah, somewhat,
Wow.
within certain areas. Yeah, and then I came back for a couple weeks in between. The flight was going back through the UK anyway, and that's where I met Ed. And this was 2008, maybe somewhere around there.
I think so.
Yeah.
I lived in York at the time.
Okay. Yeah. I remember
right.
visiting York. Yeah.
Oh, so it's a 14-year friendship.
Yes, it's funny, the distance, and only actually seeing one another in person every few years,
Yes,
and yet still carries on. He's been to England several times, so this is my first time this side of a pond.
Yeah.
And what has been the most touching moment since you came to America? Which is like 24 hours, right?
Yes.
Oh, the most touching moment, eh? Oh, I don't know.
You can pass. Alex will answer these questions if you can.
Seeing the shop of British things in Concord made me laugh. I like how there's a shop full of British things.
Oh, British things in Concord.
Concord, yes. I didn't realise that we had this image that could be sold in a shop like that. That was funny.
Oh, seeing your country and.
I'd done some good things. I had clam chowder today. I believe that's your local food.
I
Nice.
like it.
Yeah, it was nice. And I had Sam Adams, was it Wicked Hazel?
Hazy. Yeah, Wicked
Hazy, not
yeah.
Hazel.
No.
Ale. I merged word hazy and ale together there to get hazel. Yeah, so that was nice. We went to a pub last night. Now, what was it called?
Shays over in Harvard Square. Yeah,
Yes.
I met my sister as well. Half-sister, yeah.
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 Some good beer. I think it's always a priority when I go on holiday to eat and drink everything locally.
Yum.
Yes.
And Alex, what about your experience in England? What was moving to you?
Oh, moving. Okay. Moving several times over. I mean, probably like a lot of places, seeing friends and what have you.
Can you think of one moment?
Yeah, I'm trying to. What the first thing that pops to mind? That was moving. When I was young in England, this is years before I met Ed, I do have a memory of, we're talking about it recently, of trying to walk out to Tintagel Castle, and it was too windy. Maybe I was 13, somewhere around there, or younger, and I got blown over by the wind straight into the mud because there's this big channel that water is on both sides. So that is a moving memory, and I did see the beauty of the Phantom of the Opera on stage there
Oh,
in
wow.
London years ago, and man was swinging from the chandelier.
Wow.
So that, yeah. So that's the childhood memories are probably the strongest or the easiest to come up. Oh my goodness.
Is that yours or mine?
Oh, that is mine. I thought I
Before you
turned
turned
it
it off.
off. Lisa is calling in.
Oh, Lisa Buckingham.
Yeah, Buckingham is calling in. I can turn it right off. For
Yes,
you.
yeah, yes.
I'll have to
Oh,
talk
you
to you
can
later,
put
Miss
her on the
Buckingham.
show.
Yes.
You can call,
You're on CCTV right
she
now.
can call the number if she wants
You
to.
can call the CCT number if you turn on Channel 9 right
Yes,
now.
yes.
So this is an advertisement for the show. But yeah, I'll have a break a little bit. All right? All right, bye now.
This is, as you guessed, this is one of our more casual shows.
Yes, I thought I turned it off.
So
That's my
maybe
mistake.
let's now, is there something we would like to explore?
Well, one thing, I was just reading about CCTV before I came here because I didn't know what it was. And do you know what CCTV stands for in England?
No.
Closed circuit television. As in when the security cameras are looking at you.
Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you.
But it seems like a good initiative, so local community TV.
Oh, this is very
showing
very beautiful.
Yeah, showing all different bits of the community. Sounds nice.
And we put shows on YouTube if we like them.
Can I flip a question on the interview, or is that okay?
Yes, please. Yes.
What has been your most recent, deepest moving moment that you've had, and maybe in the past month or so?
Me?
Yeah, you, of course, the star of the show.
Let's
Yes.
see what I like. What Alex said. What comes to mind?
Yeah.
At the moment, nothing. Help. Oh my help! This is what comes to mind.
No.
I'm biking from Mass General and decide I'd like to take the scenic ride home, which is along Starrow Drive. I usually go along Memorial Drive. And I'm enjoying it. I'm feeling lots of energy because I've learned, finally, I'm 81, I learned to finally speak the truth of the moment. Just like you're asking me, what this moment comes. And I'm happily pedaling, and there's a bridge up to, a ramp up to Mass Ave, up to the Mass Ave Bridge. And I've got energy.
Oh.
Even though I bike there, because this new way of speaking your truth, which I more like in New York, but in Boston, it's, be polite.
Well, it depends who you're talking to, but
Yes.
yeah.
So it's wonderful to just speak the truth of the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm biking along, and that's my truth of the moment. I knew when this energy came, I've got to be grounded. Be careful, you're going to ruin it, Michael. Keep grounded. And I come to this ramp up to the Mass Ave Bridge, and I keep pedaling up it because I've got the energy.
Yes.
And I see a woman ahead of me with a little dog, and someone as bright as you would know to stop.
No.
I tried to weave my way around. The dog got scared, ran in front of me with his leash, and I tried to stop. And fell off my bike into the railing.
Oh dear.
And then, some people said, "Could we help you up?" I said, "Slowly, slowly, slowly." And then I got on my bicycle and went to a place you would love. It's called Solo Together, which is, I should invite you sometime. People who tell solo stories on stage.
Oh.
Like there's Teddy Roosevelt,
Yes.
there's Walt Whitman.
Yes.
And they get together, though, to have this group to support each other.
Oh, okay.
It's a lovely group. I pig out on the food, and then I bike home. And my friend the following day says, "Feel around your ribs." And he says, "I think it's the cartilage." I text my doctor,
Yes.
who's in Florida, I find out.
Yes.
This is a doctor who became a woman.
Oh, okay. No?
Yeah, when he told me he was going to become a woman. I said, that takes balls, man. He didn't mind.
Well,
And my doctor was kind enough to text me back, you've got to have someone see it now. Even though I thought it was just cartilage. And I eventually get to the Mount Auburn emergency room, since 2 urgent cares said we don't have our x-ray machine working now, which is really good. They go to Mount Auburn, they do the tests.
yeah.
The x-ray technician, and then I am told you've got 2 fractured ribs, which is what I have now.
Ooh, oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the most moving moment.
Mm-hmm.
And recovery time, I'm learning, although sometimes it's like I can't sleep on my side, putting my socks and shoes is painful.
Yes.
But it's like a slow motion Zen course in moving.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I move okay, it doesn't hurt me. Because I think there are nerves around this fractured rib. I'm guessing that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, so this is the 4th, no, it happened Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The 5th day. It's beginning to feel better.
Good.
But no swimming, no biking, no running for another 5.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Paying my karma. But I am enjoying the Zen lesson of how to move, because any move could hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really learning how to dance in a way. So that was my moving, what came to me.
Right. So with a fractured rib, do you just have to wait for it to get better? Or
Yes,
is
you
that
just wait.
Yes. Yeah.
My doctor, who became a woman, great doctor, Dr. Burchell, had me say 2 sounds. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And supposedly I feel it. That sound could be healing. A healing sound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ed, what moving moment comes to mind in the last?
Now there is a moment that comes to mind. There is, I cracked ribs once, and this was on a day which involves Alex, oddly enough.
Oh, really?
Well,
no idea.
you were not involved in the cracking.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah.
But so this is in Leeds, in England, and I'd arranged after work to play football, which you would call soccer, and Happy, who we mentioned earlier, texted me saying, "Oh, Alex is in town, we need to go out." And I thought, well, I only get to see Alex every few years, I can't say no, must go. But played football as well, fell over, and I just thought I'd bruise myself a bit, and I felt, go out, and we had a lot to drink, and Alex and Happy and someone else
was
called.
this in Peterborough or where?
No, it's in Leeds.
Oh, it's in Leeds. Oh, yeah, was it the Leeds night?
Yeah, stayed overnight at mine.
Oh, it was the night of nights. Yeah.
I'd actually cracked a rib, but I didn't realise how bad it was. And yes, so drinking a lot can be bad anyway, but when your body's also trying to get some blood back to a rib, it's even worse.
You get what back to a rib support?
Blood, yeah.
Oh, blood back.
Yes.
Oh.
And also, it's a bit out of sleep, as I'm sure you're finding that you keep wake up in the night.
Yes, you find a position that I think I've only been able to sit on my back, and I'm used to my side. And how long did it take to heal?
Well, to heal fully, probably about 3 weeks, but obviously there's a exponential scale.
They've been telling me 6.
Oh, well, that's cracking's not as bad as fracturing, though, is it? I think. Am I right
I
there?
think it's the same
thing.
word.
Well, yeah, it probably just depends the degree, like how bad the crack or the fractures. I have to look into it.
That was my lesson. So did you learn a lesson from this? Maybe not.
Lesson was First lesson was don't drink too much.
Oh.
And second lesson is listen to your body.
Because when you were hurt, you didn't even think you were...
No, I just thought, oh, it's okay.
He forged on.
I remember a few people, because it was indoors, when we were playing football, said, that was a very loud bang when you went down.
Oh. I just got on my bike and biked home. Biked to
Yes.
the party.
Yes. We might as well mention Lockie's name as well.
Oh yeah, Loki is another. We're all at this. Ed also made, to bring this up, which you might appreciate, he made a very honest. He made the best man speech I've ever heard. Only been to a few weddings in my life, but and Loki was there as well, and we're in the back. It was a very British wedding. There was a cricket match happening outside of this. Was at the town hall. What you call Village Hall.
Village Hall.
The Village Hall, and it was somber. You couldn't have any alcohol inside during the event, but mind you, I got bothered about that anyway. From bringing some champagne in for our friend Happy beforehand, and Happy was marrying Ginny, and then Ed stood up and made this great speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it made people laugh a lot, but I wasn't really.
He was very serious.
I wasn't really expecting it.
It was unintended.
I wasn't really expecting it to go down that well, but it did. But I think I knew the bride and the groom for some years before they met one another properly, and I saw them grow, get together, grow together. So I had the whole story, and I think also everyone was just in a bit of a mood for laughing at that point of the night. I think if you get the right time, you can just say something stupid and they laugh. Well, yes. What else can I tell you?
The main point is they went into the speech, and it was funny and all that, but it looked like there was a stopping point, and then it just kept going. Kept going. He just plowed forward and told all the gritty details. Yeah, it was very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. A little embarrassing for Ginny and Happy, but everybody else thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, a lot of best man speeches, if that's right, plural, is a lot of them they deliberately try to be embarrassing, but I think sometimes if you deliberately try to embarrass someone, it sometimes misses the mark. It gets a bit silly, like you're trying too hard to be a comedian. I think it's better if you just tell the genuine story and the natural humour comes out of it.
And the natural what?
Natural humour. That's a phrase I just invented that phrase just now.
That's very nice. Natural, very nice.
I want that to go in the dictionary with my name next to it. Natural humour.
Yes, natural humour. That wouldn't be a bad tombstone.
We were just at the tombstones earlier, and there were the footstones and the headstones over in Concord. No.
Oh, I think Emerson is buried?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, all the major writers over there. We're learning all about that, but I'm sure there's more interesting things.
There's something Friday if you're going to be here.
Oh, what event is happening on Friday?
I'm going to go.
Yes.
My friend, this might be very appropriate, my friend Steve Collins is presenting scenes from different Shakespearean plays with his woman actress, who he says is really good. It's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
If you're interested, let me know.
We'll have to see. Yeah, we have a lot on the docket. We have a lot on the docket. This itinerary that Ed has had me put together is, yes.
Now, wasn't John saying earlier he'd acted in Shakespeare?
Yes.
I just thought I'd name drop someone else there.
Well, another friend, my longest friend probably in the area as well. Yes.
I think he said he'd been in Romeo and Juliet and the Comedy of Errors. So what plays are on Friday?
I think he's going to do several of them with his partner.
Okay.
Maybe from Much Ado About Nothing. Maybe Taming of the Shrew. And a few others. Maybe some of the tragedies. Lear, I think. Lear and his daughter Cordelia coming to a touching end.
Yes. Good.
there anything that you're thinking about this time of year, since we're entering summer soon enough?
Oh, for me?
For you, yes.
Wow, this is great. I'm not usually interviewed.
Well, yeah, let's keep things flowing, yes.
I see. Look who we have. You can come on my show every week.
Here we go.
I've been working for 10 years on a book called Heal Soul, HEELSOUL, a step a day to dance and sing always. And it's just about done. It's just about how to move. Because I didn't know how to dance at all.
Yes.
I was dancing with a friend of mine, and she yelled at me, "Move your hips." Another friend said, "Where's the juice?" And a third friend is playing saxophone. The great Stan Strickland. And across a gymnasium floor, playing his sax, where we're all dancing to, he comes straight toward me. And I am touched. Oh my. Stan, and he's shouting something to me, and I can't hear. And he finally gets close enough and I can hear it, and Stan's shouting, "Move with the rhythm. Move with the rhythm." So I thought I needed a teacher to help me learn to dance. There's some things you know. I knew this is when I'm 60 and do not know how to dance, and knew I wanted to. And now I love it. I'm not good at it, but I love it. And the book is my journey in moving from dead man dancing to learning to love dance. And you're a writer too. Are you writing anything?
I'm working on it. It's a long time coming. No,
That's me.
That's you.
Sorry.
Turn it off, or
No, it'll turn on.
It'll turn off. Well, all the phone calls, very popular here.
Yeah, we're very popular, except people calling the.
Yeah, exactly. This number. I keep seeing this flickering, but it's not. I don't think it's really going off. It's just
Probably.
flickering.
Yes, we should have just pressed it.
Press it. Well, it's not on now.
No, when there might have been Tony calling.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow, there we go.
This is a really technically savvy show.
Very
See,
technical.
we needed Ed.
I didn't even think to.
We needed Ed.
We do need Ed.
See?
Well, the statistician is going to make everything very precise.
See, I didn't know. It says pick up, and we got, and Ed knew.
He knew to just press the hang up
He
button.
knew that press the hang. I mean, we need people like that in our lives.
Very practical, man.
When was the last time you knew you wanted to stop things but couldn't find the hang up button?
These buttons work as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't fit.
So that's deep, though. I think to know when to shut up.
Well, yeah.
Or to shut, or to... Yeah. Oh, there's someone's calling.
There we go.
That's right.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. I've been calling this number times and couldn't get through. So this is my last attempt. I was curious why your guest chose economics for a profession.
I see. Sounds as if you've been checking me.
Thank you, anonymous caller. We deeply appreciate your question. And Ed maybe can answer us.
Why did I choose economics? Health economics even. I'm in Department of Health and Social Care in England. Right, why? I did, as my undergrad, I did a degree that's actually was created for civil servants in Britain. It was philosophy, politics, and economics, which, you know, 3 different subjects. I like to keep my options open, do different things. And I did a master's later on in health economics specifically. Partly just because I was, you know, for masters looking more at jobs, careers, thought there were more options, seemed like a way to make a maybe positive contribution by improving decisions.
I'm gonna hang up to our caller, but you keep talking, Ed. Thank you. Keep going.
You want me to?
No, he can
say
hear
more?
you.
Yeah.
He can hear
Say
you.
more. Now, the thing is, I wonder if this profession exists here because, of course, you have a completely different health system to us, and you know, in Britain we have the NHS. Certain decisions have to be made centrally, as in you have an NHS budget. How do you spend it? We might say every life is invaluable, but practically, if you have a budget, you need to decide how to, you know, save for most lives and so on. But does that happen here? Because you just have lots of private companies, don't you? I don't know.
So you help the Britain
Yeah.
decide how to spend their health power.
Yes, I mean, not just me. There are several
Yeah.
other
And how
people
do
doing that too.
And how do you decide what to do? Or give me more, and probably a better question is, what particular decision have you made lately that you can share with us?
That you are allowed to share.
I'm
Allowed to share
Yeah,
in
that's
the
the
next
question.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Without well, the thing is, yes, Alex's reaction is,
Yeah.
am I going to disclose things the British government decides? But no, the thing I've done most recently has mostly just been analysing, say, for new government contracts, just what the value for money is out of them, how important they are, how big the budget should be.